So, what would you do segment? This is a segment where you can hear crazy relationship stories, wild scenarios, and offer up your opinion. So, today's what would you do subject is I've been faking it and I got caught. I'm a 47-year-old single man and I just moved to Salt Lake City since I don't have a job. Since I'm not on my feet yet, I moved with my elderly uncle. He's my favorite uncle, and that what's his is mine and vice versa. Although I'm a grown man, I love living with him. I'm recently divorced and I hate being single, so I have been focusing on meeting a nice woman here in Salt Lake City. His wife just died 1 year ago and he's 72 years old. Although I'm a grown man, I still learn a lot from my uncle. He's always had flashy cars and nice suits, and he has about 15 cars that I absolutely love. I told him that I'll take care of them around the house as well as a few other things until I find a job. I was out running a few errands last week and I saw this fine woman in the store. She looked at me while I looked at her and I had to double back to say something. I was driving my uncle's all black GWagon. We spoke and she said that I was driving her dream car. I told her, well, let me come take you on a date tonight in this vehicle. She said, that's what's up. Meet me at 8. I told her I would come back to pick her up for dinner and she agreed. We've gone on a few dates now, about 10, but I'm not going to lie, every date I've driven a different car. I haven't disclosed my living situation or my job status, but I can tell she's in love with the finer things. One day she called me and asked me to bring her some lunch, so my uncle was with me. I pulled up and she leaned over. My uncle said, man, you're a beauty. He told her that he was extremely happy that I was living with him until I got on my feet. She looked at me with disgust and told me that she'll hit me up later. I haven't called or talked to her since. I haven't talked to her or heard from her since. What would you do?
Okay, go back. Say what was the last part?
She asked him to bring her lunch, but he was with his uncle.
Okay.
She leaned over in the car. His uncle spoke to her and said he was so happy that he was living with him until he got on his feet.
Wow.
And she hasn't spoken to him since. So my men, my ladies, what would you do? Would you still talk to the man?
This is a question for the ladies.
It's
right?
really for the ladies, but the men, would y'all do that? That's my question. Would you go 10 dates without telling somebody your status and driving all your uncle's cars?
No, I wouldn't do it.
He's a liar.
He a liar. Yeah,
he
he's a liar.
He a scammer.
Yeah, he capped.
Yeah, it's a scammer. You 47 with no job. That's questionable.
It's all questionable.
So, yeah. What my man? His uncle's not happy. He blew his spot up for sure. He's mad at the uncle too, by the way. He said his uncle knew what he was doing when he told her.
No job, no car, no sir.
No, it's well strike one. He's trying to date and don't have a job. So
It's that he would never hear from me again. I love that.
it's the 47 with no job.
He transitioning, y'all.
Transitioning what? Life? That's not a transition.